Welcome back, brothers, to the channel. Welcome to Stoic Men Tribe, a place where men come to grow stronger in mind, discipline their emotions, and build a life of purpose and power. Look around the world today. Many men are not truly living the life they were meant to live. Not because they are weak, not because they lack talent, but because they are trapped. Trapped in habits they don't even notice. Trapped in thoughts that slowly destroy their confidence. Trapped in lifestyles that quietly steal their time, energy, and future. And the most dangerous part of these traps is this: they don't look like traps at first. Sometimes they look like comfort. Sometimes they look like pleasure. Sometimes they look like normal everyday life. But little by little, these things hold you back from becoming the man you were meant to be. A Stoic man understands something very important. Before you can change your life, you must first recognize what is trapping you. When you become aware of the traps around you, you gain the power to break free from them. In today's video, we are going to talk about 5 powerful traps that destroy many men's lives. Traps that keep men stuck, weak, distracted, and far away from their true purpose. But this video is not just about pointing out the problems. No, we will also talk about how to fight back, how to discipline your mind, and how to take control of your life again starting from today. If you are a man who wants to grow, if you want to build strength, wisdom, and self-control, then this video is for you. So make sure you watch until the end, because one of these traps might be the very thing holding your life back right now. And before we begin, if you are new here, subscribe to Stoic Men Tribe. Join this community of strong and disciplined men. Don't forget to like this video, drop a comment below, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. Now take a deep breath, clear your mind, and let's begin. Before a man can rise in life, he must first recognize what is pulling him down. Many men believe that their biggest enemies are outside: people, situations, or bad luck. But the truth is, most of the traps that destroy a man's life come from within his daily habits and mindset. A Stoic man understands that life is a constant battle between discipline and distraction. If you are not careful, these traps slowly take control of your life, your time, and your future. Let us talk about 5 powerful traps that can hold a man down in life. 1. The trap of comfort. Comfort is one of the most dangerous traps a man can fall into. At first, comfort feels good. It feels safe. You choose the easy path, you avoid challenges, and you settle for what is convenient. But over time, comfort begins to weaken your mind and your spirit. When a man becomes too comfortable, he stops pushing himself. He stops growing. He stops chasing his true potential. A Stoic man understands that growth comes from discomfort. Waking up early, working harder than others, learning new skills, and facing difficult situations are the things that shape a strong man. If you stay in comfort too long, life will move forward without you. 2. The trap of fear. Fear has stopped more men from achieving greatness than failure ever could. Fear of rejection. Fear of failure. Fear of what people will say. Fear of starting something new. Because of fear, many men remain stuck in the same place for years. They stay in jobs they hate. They avoid opportunities that could change their lives. They silence their dreams because they are afraid of making mistakes. But a Stoic man knows that fear is not the enemy. Fear is a signal that you are standing at the door of growth. The man who faces fear becomes stronger every time he steps forward. 3. The trap of distraction. We live in a world full of distractions. Social media, endless entertainment, gossip, And meaningless activities constantly steal a man's time and attention. Hours turn into days, days turn into years. And before a man realizes it, he has wasted valuable time that he will never get back. A focused man is a powerful man. The moment you learn to control your attention and focus your energy on things that truly matter, your purpose, your goals, your growth, your life begins to change. Distraction may seem harmless, but over time, it quietly traps your future. 4. The trap of negative thinking. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, but if you allow negative thoughts to control it, that same mind becomes a prison. Many men constantly tell themselves things like, "I am not good enough. I can't do it. My life will never change." When you repeat these thoughts long enough, you begin to believe them. And when you believe them, you stop trying. A Stoic man understands that while he cannot control everything that happens in life, he can control how he thinks about it. Strength begins in the mind. Replace negative thoughts with discipline, patience, and determination. 5. The trap of living without purpose. Perhaps the biggest trap of all is living life without direction. When a man has no clear purpose, he drifts through life. He wakes up, goes through the same routine, and repeats the same cycle every day without progress. Without purpose, it becomes easy to fall into bad habits, laziness, and distractions. But when a man discovers his purpose, something that drives him to grow, to build, and to become better, everything changes. His actions become intentional. His time becomes valuable. His life gains meaning. A Stoic man does not wait for purpose to find him. He searches for it, builds it, and lives by it. These 5 traps, comfort, fear, distraction, negative thinking, and lack of purpose, have held down many men for years. The worst part is that many people never realize they are trapped. But awareness is the first step to freedom. In the next chapter, we will talk about how to break free from these traps and start taking control of your life again. How to break free from these traps and take control of your life. Again, recognizing the traps in your life is the first step, but awareness alone is not enough. A man can know what is holding him back and still remain stuck if he does not take action. The truth is this: no one is coming to rescue you. Your life will only change the moment you decide to take full responsibility for it. A Stoic man understands that control begins from within. You may not control every event that happens in your life, but you can always control your decisions, your habits, and your mindset. When you take ownership of these things, you slowly begin to break free from the traps that once controlled you. The first step to breaking free is discipline. Discipline is the foundation of a strong life. It means doing what must be done, even when you do not feel like doing it. Waking up early when your body wants to sleep. Working on your goals when others are wasting time. Choosing growth when comfort is calling you back. Discipline is not easy, but it is powerful. The more disciplined you become, the less control those traps will have over you. The second step is learning to control your mind. Many men are prisoners of their thoughts. They allow fear, doubt, and negativity to take over their thinking. But a Stoic man trains his mind the same way a warrior trains his body. When negative thoughts appear, he does not surrender to them. Instead, he challenges them. He reminds himself that every strong man has faced difficulty, failure, and rejection at some point in life. Your mind becomes stronger the moment you stop believing every negative thought that enters it. The third step is eliminating distractions from your life. If you want to take control of your future, you must protect your time. Time is the most valuable resource you have. Once it is wasted, it can never be returned. Look at your daily life and ask yourself a simple question. What things are stealing my time without improving my life? It could be endless scrolling on social media. It could be spending hours on meaningless entertainment. It could even be spending too much time around people who drain your energy instead of helping you grow. A Stoic man becomes very careful with his time. He replaces distractions with activities that build his strength, knowledge, and purpose. The fourth step is facing fear instead of avoiding it. Fear becomes stronger every time you run away from it. But when you face it, something powerful happens. You realize that fear was never as powerful as your mind made it seem. Every time you take a step towards something that scares you, whether it is starting a new path, learning a new skill, or taking a risk, you grow stronger. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is acting in spite of fear. The fifth step is building a clear direction for your life. A man without direction is easily controlled by life's traps. But when you set clear goals and create a vision for the man you want to become, your decisions begin to change. You begin to ask yourself different questions. Will this habit help me grow? Will this decision move me closer to the life I want? When you have direction, it becomes easier to say no to things that waste your time, and yes to things that build your future. Breaking free from life's traps does not happen overnight. It is a daily process. Every day, you must choose discipline over comfort, focus over distraction, courage over fear, and purpose over confusion. Some days will be difficult. Some days, you will feel tired and discouraged. But every small step forward is proof that you are no longer trapped. When a man's life is trapped, he may not realize it at first. From the outside, everything may look normal. He wakes up, goes about his day, talks to people, and continues his routine. But deep inside, something feels wrong. There is a quiet feeling that life is not moving forward. When you are trapped in life, you begin to feel stuck. Days start to look the same. Weeks pass by with no real progress. You wake up every morning, but there is no strong motivation pushing you forward. Life begins to feel like a cycle that repeats itself over and over again. Another sign of a trapped life is constant frustration. Small things start to irritate you easily. You may become angry, impatient, or emotionally tired. The reason is simple. Deep down, you know you are capable of more, but something is holding you back. When a man is trapped, his confidence slowly fades. He starts doubting himself. He begins to think that success is only for other people. He may look at others growing, building, and progressing, while he remains in the same place. This comparison makes him feel weaker and less hopeful. Your environment also begins to feel different when you are trapped. The people around you may not inspire you anymore. Conversations may revolve around complaints, gossip, and negativity. Instead of being surrounded by growth and ambition, you feel surrounded by limitation. Sometimes, when your life is trapped, you start losing control of your time. Hours are spent on distractions that do not improve your life. Social media, endless entertainment, and meaningless activities slowly steal your days. At night, you may look back and realize that nothing important was achieved. Another powerful feeling that comes with a trapped life is the loss of purpose. You begin to question where your life is going. You may ask yourself, what am I really doing with my life? Why am I not growing? Why do I feel stuck? This feeling can become heavy if it lasts too long. A man may start losing the excitement and passion he once had. Dreams that once felt possible begin to feel far away. Even relationships can be affected. When you are trapped, you may become distant from people. You may stop sharing your thoughts or your goals because you feel uncertain about your own direction. But the most dangerous part of being trapped is becoming comfortable with it. Some men stay in this situation for years, because they slowly accept it as normal. They stop fighting for a better life. A Stoic man must understand this truth. Feeling trapped is a signal that something in your life needs to change. It is not the end of your story. It is simply a warning that your mind, habits, or environment must shift. The moment you recognize these signs, you gain the power to change them. Awareness opens the door to freedom. And once a man decides that he will no longer live a trapped life, that is the moment his transformation begins.